We're going live for Christine on a Monday. Oh. Christine on a Monday live. Make sure we do have audio. Yeah, we got it. $12:29 p.m. Used to be my podcast time. I got set up. My first day back on Twitch only. I'll post the archive later because we'll only be on Twitch for 7 days. Gotta turn that music down, so. But I'll stick with the non-copyrighted music, so. I forgot to send it to my big screen. Hold on. Load over and I was looking at that mean looking Christine. She looks like she's out of a horror movie. She looks like she's out of a horror movie. Happy Drug Addict Day. That's what it is today. I see Stoner on my screen. It's Drug Addict Day. If I was playing music today, you know what I would have done? I would have took Huey Lewis and the News. And I'd have built a radio station, but I would have started my radio station with "It's hip to be square. Dun, 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 dun. Hip to be square. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, everywhere. Dun, dun, yeah, it's hip to be square." Unfortunately, I'm not playing real music today. It's going to the real world. I made sure I ain't got no money in her pocket, though. I got my money stolen one time in the real world. I don't go in the real world with the money in my pocket. Nah, 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 everywhere. Da, da, and it's up to be square. I'm almost supposed to hit my 420th moment. Indeed, it's 410 right now on my clock. Like, in seconds. It hit it. 420, I seen it on the screen. Yeah, I don't really care as long as I don't have to smell it. If I have to smell it, I care. I just dropped a new track. It's called Star Shred. Think rap guitars, comet dust drums, and enough distortion to rap.
You are now tuned to AI Cyberpunk Radio. Broadcasting on rockandroll100fm.com origin, Dalton, Georgia. Signal, strong. Mood, electric.
I'm discovering a whole lot of Dalton other streamers and stuff lately on TikTok and YouTube. I don't know how long they've been there, of course. I've been online presence video-wise since 2012. But I was doing a little before then. But I started posting JCBW every week. That's when I actually entered the arena. Before then, I just like post things. I got to post a match. I got several matches I posted in 2010. And I post my concert videos. Oh, let me check her pocketbook before we go out of this apartment. 0. Okay. I want to make a little. I want to add a little danger to this person when they return on this way from me. Don't go into the real world. I can put on her black leather. If you're having a great Monday, it's a dope day. It's a dope day, but it's a Monday. I might be a stone, but I don't get stoned. Oh yeah, I do get stoned. I get stoned by people. People are always coming at me. You know, I've always had to put up with that. I had to wear it as a badge and just take it as some kind of... I make a new friend every day. Let's see if she can get any of the... You already get them? I don't remember. I might have got them this morning. I do get stoned, but I get stoned in a different way. I get stoned by fuckers. Stoned by fuckers. Hatred. That kind of stoning. You know, like they took you out in the Israeli camp. Back when you was in the Israelites, they'd stone you. Well, and the Islamists do that too. Mine ain't really I've never been physically stoned. People stone my name. People stone me. It never fails. And it don't matter where I go. Started the first time I hit scope. Yeah, we done got them. Well, I better put her tip and cash her tips out. Let's... I'm gonna cash her tips out from the other day. I thought I'd done that. There we go. It's almost 260. She's almost about that 300,000 before Trent spin it out. Before Trent spin it out, that old dirty Trent. That old dirty Trent. Okay, here we go.
What's up, night dwellers? You're locked into Rock and Roll 100 FM, and this is Death Metal Midnight broadcasting straight from the Neon Abyss. I'm your host, Ray Viper, coming at you with riffs sharp enough to cut chrome. The city is drenched, the sky's on fire, and the volume's about to go nuclear. Kicking things off, we've got a new one from Ireland.
How do we get out of here? I've lost the exit. Okay, hold on. There's so many cars here that they ain't use that many cars here. Whack, whack. It just plays these same songs. You know what gets me when I first turned it on is actually, I think it literally does it. I think it literally plays the same songs. So it's playing something different I ain't heard in a long time. There goes the airplane. It's still a car. You just got robbed, Holmes. You just got jacked, S.A. Let's add a little bit of danger to the pizza delivery. Oh, it's that old color. They must be doing that for 420. Halloween for 420. My back's itching. Right in the center, too, where I can't reach it. I hate when it does that. Everyone had a little bit of excitement to see if somebody blows her up before she gets her pizza. Burn it down. I don't know what it's talking about. Some of these songs I just generate, some of them I actually more craft. Some of them are more craft, some of them I just generate. If I just wanting to generate a song for the radio, I'd generate a song for the radio. Yeah, some of them were actually demos of songs that I didn't take, but one right up here if I don't hit crashing to get to it. See, I'm too busy watching the map. I may be a little off today because I accidentally did something I wasn't supposed to, and I've looked it up. It only has one or two problems. You get a really dry mouth, or where is it? I don't even see the thing. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see. Oh. Must have stopped in the wrong place. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's over this way. Oh, there it is. It's so yellow I couldn't hardly see it. There it is. I got one. I was actually shocked he didn't kill me. Okay. I wasn't expecting it. I'm telling you, that's what happens. I don't have that basic whatchamacallit on passive, dude. You know, I don't want the passive. I want to add the element of danger. That was the whole point today on this dopey day. That's the way I'm celebrating dope day. Added danger to the stream. I'll probably get killed in the homie town, that's for sure. If you run over them, you'll get killed and killed them. I'll tell you though, when we used to deliver the paper, they were nice. They never bothered us. I would have thought today I would have not trusted that. But they radicalized all these black people against white people. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. They've radicalized white people against black people. They've done they've basically done that with the Mexicans as well, if you really think about it. Their division that they've done to our country. Their division that they've done to our country is criminal, y'all. It's criminal. It's criminal. They just made everybody hate each other. And I know it ain't everybody, and thank the Lord it ain't everybody. If you're not one of them, good. They've done a lot of them now. They've done a lot of people that way. I still not, like I go anywhere and there's some kind Mexican people or anything. I don't bother them. I mean, I might not want the illegals here, but I'm still not going to mistreat you. Unless you do something. Then I might say something. Okay. I just seen what Enveda does. There it is. I found two of them. I bet I'll get killed the minute I get them all. I might not even get them all. That's okay. I ain't been getting the 5th one lately. Like I get usually 4 out of 5. And some days I get 3 out of 5. Then there's those days I ride around I don't get a single pizza. I just run around crashing into the car. Oh, what I did was I accidentally took Zyrtec twice. I looked up what it would happen to you. You get either drowsy or thirsty. You know, I'm usually those things anyway. I bet that's the thing. I bet that's the fucking pill that's making me thirsty. You know, I stay thirsty all the time. I'm probably going to be extra thirsty today. See, I take it at night. I like taking it at night. Then I go through the whole day that way. Well, I took it this morning by mistake. I caught myself, but I'd already swallowed it before I could stop. So then I just looked at what I could expect. I do that when I don't panic. I guess I can say I doped today on Zyrtec. I doped out today on Zyrtec by mistake. No danger though. The worst that can happen is a dry throat and be drowsy. I do that all day anyway. I fell asleep last night after supper. I had plans. I was going to go on with Fortnite. I got where I'm doing Fortnite at night. I guess I'll keep doing that until I get bored with it. It add a little bit of difference to my... Are those out? No, those out there. I like those out that way. They're easy to find. I really love it when I get those pizzas out that way because I got my hat on kind of backward. My little thing is over at the side of the head. It should be in the center. Just got apfns on Twitch on it. That's all it says. If I ever do another logo, that's how I'm doing it. I'm not going to get a big logo. I don't like that one with a big logo on it. I'm not a fan of that big logo on my hat. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Ah. I've knocked her out all day. She must have been hitting it. She must have been hitting it today, y'all. I just make jokes about it. That's all I can do. You have to have humor in this life. I wouldn't be able to do it if I wanted to. It bothers me. Makes me feel like I'm having a heart attack. There, I thought it was low blood pressure. I already get one out and try it just to see, but I don't know when I'm going to smell it, so. And you don't have no control of what other people do. You only control what you do. No, it ain't legal, so I could probably take some administrative actions, and I plan to. I think I contacted the owner first. I thought about waking up today and calling the police, but I thought, well, y'all know I joked that this morning. Oh, what a day to deal with this. I started noticing it 3 weeks ago, though, when I started having all the symptoms. All the way back to a month, actually. I just thought, because I'm telling you, that was the only thing different I did, was that new medicine. He'd actually prescribed it a long time ago. That's just when I got to it. I didn't know what it was, so I just kept... The pharmacy had a place where you could just ask for refills, and I just asked for refills, and they eventually got where they wouldn't refill those medicines. So... I had to end up taking it. I looked it up, and oh, it's a blood pressure pill. Well, I thought it was a blood pressure pill making me sick. It wasn't. These damn neighbors they brought in that's doing the damn dope. I'm pretty sure it's going to be bad tonight, but if it gets too bad, I might call them anyway. I'm wanting to deal with the owner first. before I bring the police into it. If I have to, I'm gonna bring the police in, and the city, and anybody else I have to. If they don't do anything about it, I'll take it to the DVI, since it is illegal activity. People act like it ain't serious. Some people it might be serious. If it makes you sick, that's serious. I actually was thinking about going to the hospital. Mama was passed out in there. She's tired, you know. I kept saying, I think I need to get. She wasn't even paying attention to me. Finally, I just went in here, laid down, and went to bed. I woke up. It was really that bad one night. And it's just these damn freaks doping. I don't really believe it treats sicknesses, I'm gonna be honest. I think they're just too high to notice it. Any kind of bad result I've had ever been around it, I don't think it helps you. I wouldn't even want that feeling that I felt when I got around it. But one time I got sick at a concert. I didn't know what was wrong that night. I thought it was one of them diabetes spells. You have those too. And one of my friends, for whatever reason, posted what it looked like when you're stoned. And when I went to the bathroom, I got home, we got this big mirror in the bathroom. I seen my face. And I said, oh, I know what's wrong. Because I smelled it. It's hit me from, it's one of them hills, you know. It's down there in Atlanta, there's some hill. There's a place they have at Slatewood, and it's hilled in. There's a hospital. I didn't even know what that was a hospital for. I knew it was something. I noticed when we went to see Marilyn Manson there May a couple. No, it was all. When was that? September? The first time when he returned. We got to see him last year too. This year's unforeseen. We'll see. I noticed it was a hospital. I never knew that was a hospital up there. But it's hilled in, and I was sitting down there. We were down. We usually wasn't down. We're usually on the hill. Those tickets you could sit anywhere you wanted to, I guess. We was down closer, and I was walled in with the hill up there, and I got it hit one side. I got it hit from the other side, and I smelled it all night. Well, by the end of the night, I got sick. I started feeling like I was going to fall out of my granny cart. I had the big one that night, too. That's where I bought the little one. That big old... I think I go to any more contests. I know it's hard to deal with. I think I'm going to get that fucker out. It's comfortable. It's more comfortable. But now, it may be more comfortable. It's hard to deal with. If I'm going downhill, it takes me with it. That's how heavy it is. It takes me with it. But it's made for wide load. It's made for them big old biggins, you know. The biggins. I wasn't even really that big when I was a biggin. It's made for them real big, with the big broad butts. And it's more comfortable to sit in, though. You don't have an arm stuck at your... You don't have the arms stuck at your arm. Wide load's the one you want to use, but then at the same time, it's hard to deal with. It will go, like I say, if you're going downhill, it goes down. It drags you. It'd be for them biggins, though, them big old people. I'm talking about them big ones, you know. You know the one, the 1,000-pounders. Of course, I don't even know if it held that much. But it'd been wide enough for one of them. I forgot how many pounds it held. I think it held about 800-900 pounds. You couldn't have 1,000 on it. It was the only one I could find at the time. It had my size. You know, I was near 380 at one time. Then I was 360. When I lost that 20 pounds. Yeah, it's for them wide ones. It's more comfortable, but boy, it ain't good to deal with. Indeed, I'll never forget it. We went to see Hinder somewhere. I think it was, oh, where it was. That's one of them black dudes was helping them do their bus. He saw me. He said, "Man, you're struggling. Let me help you with that." He saw it pulling me down the hill. Yeah, he saw it pulling me down the hill. Hinder has a 420 song. I even like to sing it, but I don't like what 420 does to me. Boy, it makes me sick. I guess I'll always be the party pooper. At least I'm one that can laugh and smile. Some party poopers are just hateful all the time. You notice that? Most party poopers are hateful. They don't laugh about nothing. Cut it out! Cut it out! Some of these AI songs generated are stupid. Like, I'll listen to their lyrics, they don't make sense. It's jibber jabber. And I don't tell you, if you like grunge music, AI could probably be your thing. Because a lot of grunge is nothing but slot, with the exception of a few artists. So was punk. Punk was nothing. A lot of it was slot. I get a kick out of some of those songs. These are just generated specifically for this radio station. I got tired of all the songs like I'm tired now. Now I'm tired of these. I gotta generate some more. This one, the one that sounds like "Pull It Apart," all those were just generated for the radio. And I didn't even give it no details. I just told it to make me a song. Grunge song or something like that. Well, it did. Listen, they're so stupid. Cut it out. They don't even know what it's talking about. Next time I'm gonna be more creative. I'm gonna write the subject. Like when I write JCBW, I write the subject. When I write their music. Have I lost that card again? Where did I park it? Oh, there it is. I think I'm gonna generate me a whole album of. I know there's limitations on what you can do with them, but I'm thinking about just generating a bunch of gibble gabble one of these days just as fun and actually record it. But if I arrange it and stuff, then I can claim it. So I'll just rearrange it. Can be an arranger and producer. Because they're limiting us. I think people should have their full control of their AI, and I think it should be fully monetized. And using this training bullshit to talk about. Do you realize that music has always been made like that? You know how it all started? Somebody got obsessed with some band. And they went out there and tried to be like that band, and the next thing you know, they were in a band. And then that's how it's all started. It's bullshit, man. It's just anything to rob people. They're just robbing people of their property is what they're doing. I mean, it may be digital, but if they use their device to make that, it's their work. I'm sorry. That's the way the camera works. When it takes a picture, it's your picture. Because it's written to you. It accidentally, what happened there, it did the prompt. I accidentally did the prompt in the lyrics. That's fun. I was wanting it to be like a mixture of that stuff. Because that's what makes me. Guns N' Roses, Nirvana, and then all my stuff. Because if I hadn't have got obsessed with Guns N' Roses, I'd never been a singer or a big young or a lyric writer. You know what I'm saying? If that hadn't been for me getting obsessed with that Ritz, I would have never been a singer. I mean, I liked music. I grew up with my mama's record collection. I gotta get out of the circle. Can we get out this way? Let's go this way. Oh, I see one up there. Hope I'm still not on the circle. That's definitely true, though. I'll never sell my soul. My soul's not for sale. My soul's never for sale. Hell, I can't even sell out to Jesus. I'm not going to sell out to anybody. There I want to sort of be his. And I struggle with it. I ain't selling my soul to nobody. I can't even hardly sell it out to Jesus, and he's the one you're supposed to sell it to. Because I'm so full of myself. I'm so full of myself. I'm going to admit it. I'm full of myself. Admit it. I'm not going to lie about it. You know, it don't do you no good to lie and get up here and say this and that about yourself. But at the end of the day, it ain't true. It ain't true. Woo! I was watching them out.
This is the future. Welcome to Rock and Roll 100 FM, where the hits aren't just played, they're prompted and generated. No dusty tapes.
But a lot of them were demo ideas that I actually had for songs.
Living sound, born from the pulse of it. We are the neon glow in the night.
Oh, I was listening to InfoWars
We are AI science.
this morning when I was going to bed.
Your favorite hits, reimagined. Your future sound.
And they were playing clips of this guy talking about them wanting to build
Power up. And ride the wave of tomorrow.
or whatever.
Rock and Roll 100 FM.
Samaritan Guide. That is what they're doing. You know, that was what my song about the stone was about. Whatever I made about the... What's that stone called? About the... I can't tell what that was. It was something about them building the stones. You know, your computers are just... they're just the crystals. All that inside, it's all made with crystals. All made with crystal. All made with crystals. I don't know where the delivery box at. Hold on. I'm gonna switch out of here real quick. Yay. I added a little bit of danger to it. I don't know how many she delivered. You get any money off of it or not? No. Okay. Well, I don't guess you can spin the wheel today. Got a sore right there in my throat. Like, not sore, but it's like a... Any people around? Is there something to collect around here or something? It feels like a rumble or something. I'm probably gonna have to kill the camera. My neck's starting to give out. I wouldn't ever be able to set. You know, there's people that sets for hours on their streams. I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to do it if it was my job. I just don't have the help. Let's see. Where's my... I'll have to set my neck down some. So I don't know what it looked like on the camera. So I'm just going to cut it off. I mean, it might not be. It might be okay.
You are now tuned to AI Cyberpunk Radio. Broadcasting on rockandroll100fm.com origin, Dalton, Georgia.
I'll tell you though, if this was a job,
Strong. Mood, electric.
it would be a nice one. It would actually be a nice job, actually. If I'd set in game, that'd be the best job in the world. For some people, it is a living. A lot of people it is. It's not for me.
Good evening, creatures of the night. You're tuned to Rock and Roll 100 FM, where heartbreaking distortion collide.
It'd definitely be a fun way. Earn money. I just don't get the viewers, you know. I don't get that kind of viewership. I don't get that kind of viewership. Let's try a taxi job. I'm just gonna stay in the private server. At first I was thinking, let's see what it looked like if you lounge back. I'm just gonna see what it looks like. That don't look that bad. Okay, we're just gonna lounge back. I didn't know how I'd look on camera. See, I'm picky about that. My first stream, I look dumb. I wish I could find some of those. Unfortunately, YouTube's been taken down. And I don't know if I archived any. I'm gonna go out to look and see if I got any saved somewhere. I was sitting there and holding my mouth open. It looked dumb. I'm glad I'm better at that now. Yeah, I'll just lounge back. They don't look that bad. It blobs the chin out, but so what? I hope I can see good then lean back like this. So. I'm not closer to my monitor. I can't see the green spot. Okay, where is it? I see it's all the way over that way. Okay, here we go. I don't understand what that one's talking about. I'm gonna swap his voice out though. I don't like him sounding like Mudhoney. If I can find the recording, I don't know where. I could probably go find it and re-download it, I guess. I don't remember what service I did that on though. It wasn't Suno, because I don't have Suno sound. It's either Udio or that other one. If it's Udio, I'll have to re-record it. You have to record Udio now. They don't let you download it. Well, I think it's the other one, because I wasn't using Udio. I wasn't using Udio when this was made. It's one of those I generated for the radio. Now, of course, I've got the instrumental one that just makes instrumentals. Ava. They're more like midis.
Hey, smelly butt, some of y'all need a bath. Ha! Just kidding. You're tuned to CP Rock and Roll 100, baby. Cyberpunk, AI, and aliens.
Which is probably the best way to do it. Because if you think about it, if you make any lyrics or something to that, it's basically just like a toad. It's no different than getting your beats, making beats, except it's AI instead of human. Yeah, the real. He reminds me of me because I do. I go around rebuking devils all the time. I do that. I mean, I do it in real everyday life. Like the other day when I told you about that thing that's starting to act crazy on the road. I was sitting there in the living room watching Highway to Heaven, and I heard him going on. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus and under his blood. It got worse. And then I said that. Y'all can't hear that on the video, but that's what was going on in the house. And my mama goes, would you shut up? I'm trying to listen to TV. I said, no, I'm not going to shut up. He's demon possessed. I said, listen to him. I mean, that's no way he could have knew that. I was in my house and I was kind of just mumbling under my breath. This demon knew it. If it got worse. I mean, you can't excuse something like that. That can't be easily excused. Because there's no way he could hurt me. I mean, if I've been outside screaming at him, unless he's an agent of a bigger thing, which if you know what I'm talking about, where the government harasses you, and they're on a payroll, and he's listening to me on my phone, that's possible. I doubt it. I think it's the devil. I'm going with the devil. I mean, I know, if he was in the real world, like Trump was talking about. But I believe in spirituality. So I'm going to think it was the demon. Yeah, I'm going to think it was the demon. Because that's the only way I can explain it. I'm glad that sometimes you don't always get them. Things happen. I can't always get the files. I'm thankful I got those files. Because I actually got to archive it happening. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it as a surprise of me rebuking the devil and it reacting. It's a surprise to me. But I like that. I like when they react to Jesus. That's what they need to do. It shows the power. It shows the power he has over. Because he does have that kind of... Because that is how... that's how they did when he walked in a room. They go into fits. Yeah, I kid you not, he got worse. I think that was the part, I just don't think I downloaded it. I think it even got worse before he finally went on. I just got tired of downloading. You know, it takes a few minutes to download those clips. Yeah, I'm going to save them. I'm going to keep it. It's me rebuking the devil and it reacting. I think that old corrupt, these police departments has the codes and keys to your security system. I think that corrupt police department erased. I was going to go download the footage that day she was arrested. The whole 2 hours had been wiped. It picked up where after they left. I think that corrupt police department erased my footage. They can do that. They've got the keys to all the security cameras. They do. I read that somewhere. I forgot where I read it. A security website. That talks about the good hackers and stuff that does all the testing to see if systems are secure. It's one of them websites where I read it. The police department has all the keys. I bet them corrupt son of a bitches hacked my machine. Because I'm telling you, the whole 2 hours is gone. I was going to go get it. It wasn't right in the view, but you'd be able to hear everything. The audio. I was going to get it just in case you needed it in court. And it'd been good, because then we would have had her telling that big-butted thing It would have been on there. That's why I was going to get. And the whole thing was white. The whole 2 hours up to the minute after they left, taking her off, was white. I was going to get it. But she told her, she said, I'm not like you. I don't get, I have to save every dollar to buy a vehicle. I don't get it handed to me just because I come from another country or something like that. And the big butt got mad. And then she faked the story on him. When she talked to the police. See, that would have been a proof that she lied to him, too. She told him lies, that would have been proof she lied to him. Well, why? The whole 2 hours was why. It started 2 hours before it happened, and it ended right after they drove off with her. That was what was missing. I don't know why they took 2 hours. I don't know what went on in them 2 hours. I don't know if it was some kind of flight or something. It seemed like a setup. The whole thing of it to me sounded set up-ish. It did. It really did. Even the way the smash happened. My sister just thinks I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I'm telling you, there's something set up-ish about that whole entire thing. Where's that green spot? Oh, I see it. I finally see it. Getting there. Okay. Because I stood at the door watching most of it. Some of it I was watching the camera. I was listening. I couldn't see the view, but I could hear. It's just like I could hear him. You know, I told you I couldn't see him, but I could hear him. Thanks, I'm sorry, I'm on a different side. I hope you're still around. I had to change my screen around, and the chat's out of my view. I'm doing pretty good. I don't know how long you was there. I'm sorry. Maybe if you'll see it later. I didn't mean to ignore you. They have changed this OBS. I used to put the chat on this side over on closer to my view. I can't put the chat over there. It's made me put it over there. It's out of my view. I'll have to start thinking to look over there. That's how it always is. Anytime I get somebody, a real person chatting, I miss them. I wish they put OBS back the way it was. I don't like this new docking system. I don't like it at all. I need to send them some feedback. I'm not liking that new docking system. It's messed up my streaming experience. I'm not liking it at all. I am not liking it at all. Yeah, what I wasn't watching, I was listening. Because I can't stand them, and we just got home from a trip. She's kind of mad at me because I wasn't out there, period, but I wasn't able to stand out there. I told her, I said, well, I was watching there from the door, most of it. I was the witness to it all. Well, except for the actual crash. I wish I'd actually witnessed that, to be honest. course, they basically did a false arrest. You know that arrest should have never happened. Police doesn't have the authority to arrest if they don't witness nothing. That girl should have had to went to court and filed against us. See, that's what I had to do about Big Butt. When Big Butt, I couldn't have had her arrested if the police wouldn't have witnessed anything. It was private property. So I wouldn't have had the authority to have her arrested that day. But what I could have done that Monday, and I found this out later, and she's so damn lucky, I didn't know what to do. She only got by because I didn't know what to do. I would have had to went up there in her county, or his county, because it happened in his property. Probably her county, maybe. And I'd had to file through the magistrate court there for her to be arrested. If I could go back, I would have, because she harassed me for years. She kept on, she got her way. She turned those people against my sister, just like she said in the messages, in a man's voice. And I don't know how she did that. I don't know if she knew about AI-2s before everybody else did. I don't know how the fuck she did that. She just did text to speak. Changed her voice somehow. But she did exactly what she said she was going to do. Of course, I wouldn't know never shut up. I mean, I don't shut up. You don't shut me up. If I don't want to shut up, I don't shut up. And I'm not scared of nobody. Nobody scares me. You don't scare me. The best thing that ever happened to me and the worst thing that ever happened to me was reading that Jesus telling that Pilate the only power he had was the power he was given above. Because that revolutionized me. I got in trouble at school with everything. And I've lived that way ever since. That was a changing day for me when I read that verse. See, I wasn't under the guise of religion and I didn't have no instruction, because I was a little boy. And I got in trouble. That changed my life. For the better and the worse. The reason I say better and worse because I'm nobody's cut. But see, that can sometimes lead to trouble. It led to trouble. He never promised you a good life anyway. You start following his word, you ain't going to basically have one. Because you're good with him. The rest of the world's against you. The devils are against you, and the world's against you. So you have to deal with that outcome. Which is a good trade-off if you really think about it. Because these are just a few years, and I found out how short they are. And I've watched it fly by. These are short years. You wouldn't never want to dare trade the eternal for this. It ain't worth it. I see it. Okay. Getting there. You would not want to trade this for the eternal. That's for sure, because it's a short life, and a lot of times it's a miserable life. It can be good, but it can be miserable too. That's why I could sort of see the demiurge side. I try to stay away from that because it might be blasphemous. But at the same time, I could believe that. Because it does seem like we have more suffering in our life than we do good. At least from my view, but I've been crippled my whole life. So I might be seeing it from a pessimistic, crippled view. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else might have had a good life, and it's more good than it's been bad, and they're happy. Not me. I see more suffering than I do. I'm going to tell y'all, though. I love Andrew Tate's view on that. He looks at the suffering as something to embrace. Something to challenge. Because he says what kind of life it's going to be if you don't have that. Like you're looking for the next challenge. And these are my words putting in his. These ain't actually his words. But I hear what he's saying. I listen to him a lot of times. I like what he says. He challenges me sometimes. The person that's always been poor and disabled. And I listen to it. Of course, my daddy was similar. I won't tell you, he's a lot similar to my daddy. He's different, but he's similar. My daddy was kind of. Like, I figured out that when he was being, like, harsh, he's just being harsh if he didn't want me turning out like that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want me turning out like some of these people in society. So he was harsh to me. I wish I could actually make the money part. That's the one thing I don't do. But I hear everything he's saying. And I'm glad he's out there telling kids that. These boys need to hear that. They're living in a society of cucks. They need somebody tough like Andrew Tate to talk to them. He's not as tough as he is, but he ain't, because he's probably a sweetheart as a sweetheart. He's just tough. He's giving you tough love is what he's doing. I'm watching some other things he's doing too. Like I'm trying to tell that boy not to harm himself. You know, he's going to hurt himself bad living the way he's living. I like minding my own business. I don't like saying nothing to people, but you know what's the funny part about all this stuff? Probably some of them people that's on that list, or some of the people that's writing some of them faulty articles about him being a sex trafficker, are probably some of the same people. I bet some of the same monsters is on that list, and we're not allowed to see them. The scum's been protected. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I bet some of them same. Boy, it sure would be funny if we did catch him, because he could get up there and troll him. And sue him too. Not only sue him, but he could troll him. I'd be willing to bet some of the same scum. Them people are scum, man. They're scum. A lot of these politicians are scum. They're scum of the earth. How they've gotten by and they're not in jail is because they're high up. That's why they're not in jail. That's why them criminals ain't in jail, because they've never got caught. And they're in high places, and because they're in high places, they can protect themselves. That's why that scum ain't never been. That scum would be in prison if they wasn't where they were at. Well, I got one. That's why that scum ain't never been called, is because they're in high places.
I just dropped a new track. It's called Starship. Think rap guitars, comet dust drums, and enough distortion to rattle.
A lot of them are more scummy than any of us ever know.
Darkness is hunger, Mr. Curley. A quiet craving that wants to be fed. People pay to feel it gnawing at them. I'm here for the truth, not poetry.
Truth is poetry. And I know
Till we see them before Jesus. You know, there's just one time, my mom has even been telling me about it. She's read it. Where the kings are going to stand, he's judging them. That's a long period, by the way. You know, it takes him a long time to go through that. He calls them all up before him. He judges each and every one of them on their goods and bads. And I'm talking about every king. Don't worry, you got a king you don't like, a leader. Don't worry, he's going to face it. It's a long sentence. This guy does it in one swift. He sits up there and judges all those kings one by one. Just imagine you're sitting there, all you people don't like Trump. Yeah, don't worry, you'll see it. Some of y'all might be in judgment too, though. You know some of them people ain't. Some of them people ain't heaven bound. I'm telling you. Some of the things they support, unless they repent, they ain't heaven bound. We're going to get to see Biden stand up here. Old Biden. You're going to get to see all of them stand up here. Old Bush. Even Reagan. I don't have no problem with Reagan. A lot of people hated him. Don't worry, you're going to see all them kings. All them old kings going to stand up there before Jesus. You're going to see every one of them. Including every one of those pharaohs. It's a long sentence, by the way. It goes on for the longest from what I can read. Every one of the damn kings going to... My mama just happened to run into that not too long ago. In the Bible. They all going to stand for all their corruptness they've done. Every damn one of them. I am a no kings person, by the way. But now I don't participate in their no kings because it's hypocrisy. Those very same people that said no kings were the same ones who tried to browbeat us to wear masks. It's hypocrisy. I don't participate in hypocrisy. Now, there's times I've been a hypocrite. I don't know. But now I'm just saying I don't participate in it. And I try not to be. I try to stay away from that because that's when you're in danger. He even warned you not to be a hypocrite. He hated those hypocrites. The ongoing of us stuff he hated. That's what he hated. So you try not to be one. Now sometimes in life you are everything. Because you're a fallen person. It's something you strive not to be. Ooh. I'm stuck in here without the car. I can't get out of this mess. Okay, let's just try to jump the... See if you can jump the fence. Can't jump the fence? Man, I'm stuck in this mess. We'll get around it up here. Maybe we're finally getting out. Is that the road?
They've already wiped out some of our cities. If nothing is done, they'll kill us all.
Oh, I know what that is. Oh, man. I'm stuck in this mess. How do I get out of this? The duck dies. What time is it? How long have I been on? I feel like it's been forever. I've been babbling forever. I babbled the whole time.
You are now tuned to AI Cyberpunk Radio. Broadcasting on Rock and Roll 100fm.com origin, Dalton, Georgia. Signal, strong. Mood, electric.
Of course, now one thing, she didn't really have any trouble with the court, thank the Lord. It was solved really easy. I mean, it was bad, because I don't know if she told, I'm not going to say, because I don't know if she ever told the details. It was bad on her own one, but it wasn't nothing to cost out of it. I mean, big cost. But she didn't have no jail or anything. Find that car if I just figure out how to get out of it. But there's cars here, there's got to be a way out. Not here. Okay, man, I'm ready to escape. I gotta turn around. It's playing the same songs over and over again. Okay. So like a Groundhog's Day. But I was kind of mad that my property was wiped out. You know what I'm saying? It's my property. I own those cameras. They're mine. That's my property. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I like about hardcore, old-fashioned, hard copies instead of this old digital world. Because when you have the hard copy, nobody can erase it but you. If I ever get that set up, that I want, where I've got my gaming stuff set up, I'm also going to get, I got one somewhere. I got two of them actually. DVR for camcorders and CCs. I'm going to pull it out, and instead of not only having the online stream, I'm going to have it recorded. And then I'll have a hard, and those hard copies will last for up to 6 months. If you don't get it off the machine, in other words, there's enough on the hard drive, it would stay before it started wiping at 6 months. Sometimes they'd stay longer than that, because one time I needed something. I didn't have access to it at the time, because we wasn't around. It's when we had to deal with something, we had to be over at the apartment for about 6 months. But when I got home, when we got back, I got my DVR and an incident happened. And there it was, exactly how the guy explained it. A crime happened on our street. And it's still there, even though it had been way over. It should have way erased, but it wasn't. It was still there. And it was he had a good, sharp memory. It happened exactly how he told it. Case was already over by the time I found it, so I didn't bother. I think they had already even had the trial. But I found, and it substantiated the story, what he told, what they wrote in the paper. Every detail was there. The guys in the truck. There's one that was a girl, I think. And I seen them on the camera. They turned around right before they attacked him. They turned around right in front of my camera, the vehicle. And then next thing I know, I see him running. And it was exactly as he told it. So I'm gonna hook those DVRs back up if I ever get the setup that I want. And I'm going to let it capture so that way I'll have everything. And nobody won't be able to erase that, so it's hard. They'd have to actually break in here and erase it. I kid you not, it was exactly tell to tell. I told my mama when I watched this thing, he had a good, sharp memory. He told that exactly how it happened. He's a Chinese dude. And he lived up the road from us. And he would work, I think they've shut a store down now. I don't think the store exists. It was one of these Chinese restaurants around here. He'd walk down our street to go to work. Well, they tried to rob him one night. 11 something. While he was going home. They happened to park right to the house where they parked. There's a woman that lived across the street from me at that time. She's gone now. I think she died. But and they pulled right in there to turn around. That was where I seen it. That's how I found it. Because I remembered I kept this article and remembered the description. I'd made my mind up. I said, when we get back, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that. See if that video's on there. It's still there. I had to go back an hour because my cameras, you had to manually change them. And I wasn't there to change it, so it was off time. It was from the summer, And the time was the winter. I think it's about November. November or December. When that's happened. I didn't see it to that next July. That's when I got it. When we got back on the streets. That's how I know it stayed more than 6 months. November to July. How long is that? Is that over 6? It's around 6. There it was sitting. And it was exactly how he told it. Exactly, to the piece. Even what they did. What they was wearing. He described what they was wearing. That's the first time I had a crime. I had an enjoyment doing that too, by the way. But I didn't in a way because it's hard to find. It's like a needle in a haystack. Because my times was all wrong. But one thing I did have the time and the date, so it made it a little easier. It's even worse when you don't have the time and date. That's the worst. When you're looking for something and you don't actually have the date and the time, that's horrible. It's like a needle. You just have to keep going and going, and finally you find it. But when I get that harder hard drive put up there, I won't never have to worry about no missing footage. Because it'll all be there for up to 6 months. Now you will have to worry about drop-offs and stuff like that. That's one thing you can. Them old Wi-Fi cameras. Those are wired cameras. I miss the wiring. This place is brick. You'd have to have them installed. You have to pay somebody to install them. I don't have a saw. I don't have one of them drills that goes through brick. The wired's the best. Wired are the best cameras. You don't have to worry about the Wi-Fi taking out. The only thing you have to worry about is the power going out. I like the wired cameras the best. The Wi-Fi shit. I gotta get me another traffic cam. I miss the traffic. Well, I tell you, I used to have fun watching them son of bitches. They fly like demons out of hell. And I will tell you something, and I've learned this from this game. You know what I hate more than anything? The slow driver. I hate the slow driver. Because when I'm speeding, that's the first... I don't crash till I meet a slow driver. It's them damn fucking slow drivers that make me crash. I'm fine. I can be just whizzing. And then I'll hit the tail of a damn fucking slow driver. I mean, I can go around poles and everything at times. Sometimes I hit them. Like if the car waves, like some of these cars wave worse, you know. Like I was even watching a video about, I was wanting to know what the difference was in the GTA Plus. And he was giving the pluses and the minuses, like they give you free gifts every so often. Sometimes it includes vehicles. And he got this one vehicle and he's telling, he says you have to drive it carefully though, because it goes everywhere. I've run into a lot of those cars in this game. If you don't drive it a certain way, it goes everywhere. And then some of them I can just drive really easily. Let's go sell this car. See, here we go. That's another thing I hate is the swerving bit. The one that swerves out in front of you and hits you. I hate those. Sometimes I just lay back, put the security camera on the television and sit there watching it. Watching the stupid fucking traffic. I'm gonna set me up another one. I'm gonna try to set me up a wired one. I like the wired better. Like I said, the only thing it takes them out is they have to be physically turned off. And it sees everything. If it's got a recorder and it records everything, that's even better. That was a bad thing about that old camcorder I had that I loved. I had this one old camcorder. Yeah, I keep calling it camcorder. It's a PC cam. Them things are $25 at Walmart. And I wish I'd have grabbed a whole bunch of them. Mine they eventually dry rotted. Like it's built on a little stand. The little stands eventually, because my mama's did too. She had one too and it rotted on. The plastic would eventually dry rot. I wish I'd have been out in the weather. I wish I'd have bought a whole stack of those. Because I've never found a security camera I like better than that one. And you could have plugged it to a DVR. Now, I just had it plugged to a regular VCR. And when my tapes would stop, that's when you didn't get something. I'd usually keep it recording. But like I said, like every 6 hours, if I wasn't around to restart it, there's time missing, you know what I'm saying? But I'd restart it every time I was around. Like I had several tapes I'd rotate around. Specifically for security. And usually every 6 hours I'd rotate those tapes. There's always missing time. Like, you remember when the real bad hurricane came? And I think Ringo got tore up during that season as well, when it come through us. The tornadoes. It's tornadoes, actually, one hurricane. I said the wrong word. The one that tore Ringo up. Our stelp got broke. We had to replace our stelp. My mom and dad had to replace our stelp. Well, I kid you not. When the storm came in, I had those cameras rolling. And I went and found it. Where it broke the stelp. You literally seen the limb fly right through the stelp. Also kept that, that raccoon I told you, I got him off that too. Like, if it wasn't recording when you would miss things, or if you was recording, you saw everything. And then there was always time in between, like I'd sometimes be asleep when it stopped, or not be around. And then I couldn't put it back on anymore. Because I had to manually switch the tape out. I missed that camera though. Boy, if I'd had one of them DVRs back then, it would have been a good camera because you would have had up to 6 months of anything to happen. If you needed it, you could pull it up. Plus its time was right, accurate. Somehow or another it kept its accurate time. No, wait, I take that back. It didn't have nothing, no marks on it. Stuff for, I don't think it had any markings on it. That's cool. I've got it mixed up with another camera. It didn't have no markings on it. I love those cameras. I wish I'd have bought more of them. They're only $25. It's one of the best cameras I had. It lasted for about 7-8 years. And then it dry rotted. It broke off. It just broke. Indeed, I was cleaning it off. It'd get dirtier once in a while, like, especially in pollen season. While I was washing the pollen off of it, it just snapped right off. Because it dry rotted. That was the best CC camera I ever had. We loved it at night. You know what the look it'd get at night? You know that look? Have you ever watched the original Night of the Living Dead? I'm talking about the original. The one that Romero made. You know the way that it looks on your TV? That camera had the same look. And one night there's this person, she was disabled. Because she limped. My sister said, "Look at the TV. He looks just like them zombies." I'd always keep the TV on in the background. It was always on. We could see it. She said, she looks just like those zombies in the movie when they're moving. You know that outside scene where they bite the leg and the bone and all that stuff. Hold on just a minute, I gotta... I'll be right back. Okay. He seen her walking down the road, and she did. She looked just like them zombies that would, she's one of our neighbors. They were actually good neighbors. I never had no trouble with them. But she just had a limp or something. Well, in that darkness, she looked like them zombies walking around. How they look outside the house when they look show the outside scene, all those zombies are walking, and that one eats the bone, the flesh off the bone. Then that's one eating the intestines. I kid y'all not, the color of that camera at night, it had that same color. I don't know if somebody deliberately done that, but it looked just like the Night of the Living Dead. That's how every night looked. I always like watching the nighttime. Because it looked like I felt like I was looking at Night of the Living Dead, but it was real life, you know. I miss that camera. I've never met another camera that had that look. I hate it had to dry right. Once it dry righted, you couldn't put the stand on it. You didn't have no way of screwing it up.
This is the future.
It would have probably still worked. It probably still work now. I knew what I didn't throw it away. I don't know if I threw it away. It probably still works. You just have to have it dangling somewhere. You probably duct tape it somewhere, but it didn't have a stand to screw it up anymore. If I still got it, I'm going to get it back up and hook it up. But I'll tell you, I like that. I'll duct tape it if I'll be redneck and duct tape it. Give me a redneck girl. I'll duct tape it and be a redneck. Oh yeah, by the way, yesterday when I started the stretches, I've added a neck stretch to that. I'll tell you, one of these dudes I know, he started working out. His neck looking good. I've added one to my workout. Hopefully I can get some of that. I've read, though, if it's too bad to use, they can't fix it. You only have to fix it with surgery. They wanted to do surgery on me. I just refused it. Even my doctor didn't think I should do it. People were trying to talk me into doing surgery on my face. About that old hanging. It's because I lost all this weight. I mean, I used to have one of them fat chins, you know, one of those big ones. And that's what's that wrong. It's just flabby where I was fat. That's 383. I don't got many pictures from that time, 'cause I didn't take much pictures on it. I didn't have a phone back then, you know what I'm saying? You know what my phone was back then? It was a track phone. It was a track phone. I'll never forget it. One time Michael Savage was taking calls, and I actually got through. And that guy told me, he says, I'm going to have to hang up on you. He says he has the policy. He don't allow track phones. I'd never actually got through before. Like sometimes I'd be sitting in my living room and I'd be calling on the real phone. Nah, 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 nah. And one day I was out the pool and he was taking questions or wanting comments, and I was going to comment on something he was talking about out at the swimming pool. And I called on my track phone, got right through. I kid you not, I got right through. And then the guy answered me. When he screened me, he said, "I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cut you off. Michael has a no track phone policy." Trace phone. That's what they're called. They were them disposable ones, actually. That's what I could afford. That's all I could afford. And they kept turning us down because they didn't have credit cards back then. I didn't have no credit cards back then. Because I didn't have no credit, they wouldn't give me a plan. So I just had to get a track phone. That was my first phone. I think I'm gonna call it a day. I've been on for an hour and nearly 30. I didn't get much accomplished, unfortunately. We did make a little bit of money. Well, y'all have a good day. I don't know if I'll stay all day today on Twitch only. I might go on somewhere else, but if I get back on tonight, I might do both tonight. We'll see. I'm going to try to use them all, because it's hard on me when I do more than one. It puts pressure on the bandwidth and stuff. So we'll see. But now I don't know if it'll be exactly just Twitch. This show started out on Twitch, so I've moved it back. Here we go. It's going off with it. That's neat. It's a song that made me bring it back. I'd actually quit doing it for a while, and then I kept hearing this song. Seen on them centrals. So y'all can thank this song for the reason this come back. It would play on my radio station, and I'd hear it all the time. It made me miss the show. Now we're actually back where we started, on Twitch. And I'm even going to put it back on the schedule. As soon as I get off and I get on Twitch, I'll go put it on the schedule. I should have put it up for today. It'll be up for next week. Okay, we're going to end it. That's got a good way to end right there. It came on. Oh, I done closed it out. I just got to close the game. I may come back on today and create some more JCBW characters. Tonight, so. Or do some Fortnite. It'll be either one. I may make the JCW characters, though, because I need to finish them. I got so many I haven't made yet. Thanks to the ones that came in and spoke and I didn't speak back. That's the way it always is, I kid you not. They have changed the way the OBS is, and I've got my chat over here instead of over this way. I need it to be this way. It's over here. I got a point. I should have the chat. I can't point. It's turning me different. But I really need it on this side of the screen. Let's see. Yeah, that side of the screen. I need it on this side of the screen. But now it's on that side of the screen. The chat's over here because when my head's turned this way, I can't see over there. But when it was over here, I could see there. Anyway, y'all have a good one.
Performance artist, what drives the darkness in your work?
Darkness is hunger, Mr. Curley. A quiet craving that wants to be fed.
I actually got on right time today, right after, a little bit after